Oh my good. Oh, that was a breaker there. And you could tell that's gonna be a nice crunch. Everyone, welcome back into the channel. AutopilotEats here. Y'all, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for subscribing. Everyone, we got our next destination up here in terms of where we're going. So I'm ready, Tron's ready. I hope you're all ready too. Man, let's do this thing. And let me plug in FSD, everyone. Everyone, we're kind of stopped here at a red light, but it'll get going soon. Destination, everyone, that we got to get to today is known as Peck Peck in Teaneck, New Jersey. Now, we got about a 32-minute drive and 25 miles to get there. And so let's see, everyone, how this goes. Everyone, for some strange reason, Peck Peck reminds me of just saying like peckety peck, peck, peck. That's what I feel like calling it, but I know it's not that. But that's where we got to get to, Peck Peck in Teaneck. So, y'all, I got a lot of things to talk about in terms of some Tesla news, and then I have to share with you all in terms of why I chose this place and what's the meaning behind me choosing this place, and then also, like, what do they specialize in? What does Peck Peck specifically specialize in? So let's start, everyone, with the why. Like, why am I interested in going here? So, everyone, I did a place on TikTok and YouTube too as well. This place called Bloom Chicken. Let me pause there, everyone. So I did this place called, many of you are familiar with, if you're new to the channel, everyone, I'll drop the link up there, up top, so y'all can kind of view it there. And we are kind of in the wrong, oh, okay, now that's better. I would like it to be in this lane. It's not the wrong lane, but, and it can go straight, but I would love to be in this middle lane here. So I'm glad FSD caught that one really, really quickly here. And then we'll have to move over to the right lane at some point. Okay, that's great. So now it's like right on cue, which I like. So yeah, so y'all, everyone, I did Bloom Chicken and I did a review on it in Hackensack. And I thought that chicken place, that Korean fried chicken place, was actually pretty good, because you were able to choose 5 different flavors and they had the fries at the bottom there, and you could upgrade to truffle fries, which I did. And the interesting thing, everyone, about the container that they had all the fried chicken in is that they split it up, right? And then they had extra sauce at the bottom in case you wanted a little bit more of, let's say, the soy garlic there, or the honey, the citrus honey. So I thought, man, that place was on the money. There's no escaping it. There's no questions to be asked about that place. And then someone on TikTok was like, actually, this place right here is even better than Bloom Chicken, because the fact that it's a small mom and pop shop, literally like almost like a family owned spot that's been serving up chicken there. And it's so old fashioned, everyone, in terms of like, it's so like not up to date, where the place is still small and you have to call in to order compared to ordering it online. I literally, everyone, right before I jumped on, I called in and they was like, the order's going to take 30 to 35 minutes. I was like, great, because it's going to take me 30 to 35 minutes to get over there. So it's interesting how I've never heard of this place, mainly because I haven't really been to Teaneck. I think I've been to Teaneck maybe once or twice, and I usually don't go because it's just too far. It's just out the way to get to Teaneck. And so now that I have some time, I'm like, okay, I guess I'll go to Teaneck and see what this place is all about. So that's the why behind me going to this place to see. And they mainly, everyone, one of the people on TikTok mentioned is that this thing is cooked to perfection every single time. And y'all, I preach about consistency on this channel so much that I'm like, yo, I love that. Like, consistency is something that I'm always looking for, because I don't want to be like, oh, I'm trying it today, and then tomorrow I come back and all of a sudden it don't taste the same. What happened between today and tomorrow? So I'm in it. Now, what do they serve? So they specialize, everyone, in Korean fried chicken. And like I mentioned, it's a really small mom and pop. I think they got a couple chairs in there and maybe two tables or something like that, where literally no one can really fit in a place because it's just so super small. So that's why I'm like, okay. But they do serve sweet and spicy, soy garlic, and then also salt and pepper fried chicken wings. So let's see. Now we're getting here, everyone, because we got to go to 78 here. So now we're in the right lane, which is actually pretty interesting here. I didn't miss an update, everyone, but lately FSD has actually been pretty reasonable in not figuring out the tolls, but actually going through the tolls. So that's why I'm like, okay, FSD, let's do it here. Now, everyone, I've checked on Google to see what the reviews were looking like, and this place got a 4.8 star, 1,112 people, which is actually pretty good to get a 4.8, everyone, over 1,000 reviews, which is, it's like, man, that's close to a 5 there. It might as well practically be a 5. So it's got to mean there's something good there. There's got to be something great that people are drawn to, and they keep highly ranking this place. Now, they have said, everyone, the soy garlic wings are really good, but the person who mentioned to me on TikTok, they said the salt and pepper is like a sneakily good one. So I'm like, let me try all 3 of them, and I got to give my take on which one I actually like, or is it all of them I'll actually like. So we got to talk about some Tesla news. I got some 4 items here that I want to mention, everyone, that I thought were pretty interesting to talk about as we're kind of making our way there to Peck Peck and Teaneck. First thing is on the docket is that the Robotaxi, everyone, y'all know is currently now in Austin, and it also in the Bay Area as well. But the fare prices, everyone, has increased in Austin for the Robotaxi. Now, it's interesting because the new base rate has been set to $3 plus $1.40 per mile. So it's definitely a significant, I would say, price hike from Tesla. I think this is the second time they've done a price hike, some sort of price hike on the Robotaxi's cost in the past month or so. Now, I think they're probably trying to raise the prices because now they're like, okay, this thing is actually pretty good. People are actually riding it. And so now let's kind of wait and see if people are going to continue to ride it. The numbers will increase in terms of how many are riding it. And maybe they can do the dynamic pricing, everyone, similar to how Uber and Lyft does it, where depending upon the day or the time, they might even increase it even more past that threshold, because the fact that they got to adjust it based upon what's going on or how many people are trying to get on the ride and things like that. So I don't know if I have a problem with it. It's just kind of interesting to me because I know they want to reach profitability with it and scale this thing as quickly as possible. Excuse me. But it's still kind of interesting how they're doing it so quickly compared to like waiting to get to see if more people will join. Now, of course, everyone, I haven't done the Robotaxi yet. I hope to plan on doing it at some point, getting over to Austin, which is much easier for me to get to at some point. I just don't know because I got to get my thoughts on terms of how this thing is, especially now that they've moved their safety drivers from some of their vehicles. And is it similar to Waymo? Is it better than Waymo? Everyone, I can't tell you how much the cost is of Waymo is, but I would love to do a comparison. Maybe if I find everyone, I'll post it up there. A comparison in terms of how much the base fare per mile and then also per mile for Waymo versus the Robotaxi to see if Tesla's in line with Waymo or is it a little bit higher, I would say. Other thing with Tesla news, everyone, and I'm rolling through these potholes, everyone, is that FSD, for some strange reason, I don't know if this is like a glitch or if it's more so like it just happened to be and it happened to just happen. But so supposedly, everyone, version 14.2.5, version 14.2.2.5 for FSD on hardware for cars is getting a little bit better in figuring out when there is a pothole on the road and just making a slight maneuver, not to go over it, everyone, in terms of roll one of the tires over it, but it's getting a little bit better to navigate it so it doesn't hit it. Now, Dirty Tesla did do some sort of video on this and mentioned, oh wow, they didn't notice that they do the potholes things. So again, everyone, I don't know if it's one of those things where it's like a one-off type of thing. I would love to see, like, I would love to take FSD everyone through the streets of North to see how many potholes they can avoid. I'm just curious because I don't have a hardware for a car, but I don't know if FSD can do that. I don't think it can. I don't think it can, everyone. I wish I had a hardware for a car, everyone, to show y'all, because I don't think it does. I don't think it could go through the streets of Newark and avoid every single pothole. But it's good to know that maybe it's getting a slightly better with it if it's reading it and then also navigating it. Okay, so we're making our way towards Teaneck. Now we do have to get everyone in the lane to the left. And I wonder if FSD is going to do it quicker. Okay, it's reading it there. That car there, the truck there, which is great, puts it on us, which is nice. And then I would love for it to move over one more time, which it does. Okay, that's perfect if it makes the maneuver here to do it. Okay, that's awesome. So two other things, everyone, with Tesla news here is that FSD, everyone, is going to launch by the end of 2026 in Japan. Now, I gotta say, everyone, this is actually a pretty good move, which means the software for FSD is getting better, and Tesla feels confident enough to put this thing to the test and put it right in Japan by the end of 2026. Now, everyone, I've been to Japan, and I gotta say, the traffic and the situations in terms of like reading the correct signage to make sure you turn left, right, straight, and it's a little bit messy, but I wonder once the video starts circulating with FSD and how it does it in Japan, I'm going to be looking a little bit closer, everyone, because it's not an easy task, everyone. And you got a lot of pedestrians here in Japan. And so FSD has got to read multiple different scenarios all at the same time to make sure that it's keeping safety at its priority. So it's going to be interesting when they launch it there. I don't know if it's going to be a soft launch or are they really going to be pushing it fully out by 2026. But even though that's what they say, but I'm still curious to kind of see how that's going to work. Everyone, I am so glad there's no traffic out here and it's smooth sailing because we're going towards the Lincoln Tunnel. So I am so glad it's smooth sailing out here because, man, oh man, y'all can't even imagine when it starts in about 2 to 3 hours, you can't even come down this place without bumper to bumper traffic. So I'm glad it's smooth to get to the destination here and then we can get up out of here. But last thing, everyone, with Tesla news is that the Model Y L, which I think, everyone, they haven't said what the L stands for, but I'm assuming, everyone, it's the limited version, is coming to South Korea. You know what my biggest problem about this, everyone, is that why is it that the Model Y L is going to South Korea? And before that, everyone, I think it was in Australia. And then it looks like it might come to the UK. But how in the world, everyone, has Tesla just not released the Model Y L in the US? I just don't understand that. Like, what is the holdup? And y'all, I think if they released it in the US, I think it would be a seller for sure. I believe it would. I think it would do much better than the variant of the Model Y that we currently have right now. Now, everyone, I'll link up the video here about my thoughts on the Model Y L. But let me offer those who just tuning in, let me recap some of the things there that I thought were interesting about the Model Y L that has been circling across other countries outside of the US. Here's the first thing. They extended everyone the wheelbase. So by them extending the wheelbase, it's able to accommodate people that are like over 6 feet. And they got so the front row is kind of similar, right? Oh shoot. Oh, we hit that. I don't know what that was. Now the back seat, the second row one, you got the 2 captain seats. So you have a space in the middle now, unlike the version that we have over here, which is just the second row is just fully 3 seats. When we know no one's gonna sit in that middle seat, okay? Unless they're a kid. But they got the 2 bucket seats. And then everyone in the back, they have 3 additional seats. That's just straight through, like we have right now. Why would no one want that? People want that, everyone, especially if they have families. Okay, so by them extending the wheelbase, it makes it so that more people can fit in that car, and not have the foolishness, everyone, that we have right now with a 7-seater, where in the third row seat you can only literally fit kids in there. Now it's probably similar, everyone, for the Model YL, but at least it looks a little bit more nicer to get in to that third row seat. It may not be as comfortable in the back, but it looks a little bit better, I will say, than what we got right now. The second thing, everyone, okay, it includes a larger touchscreen. So it's a 16-inch touchscreen, everyone, that looks really, really, really nice. Like, what are we talking about right now? That thing right there looks super nice. It looks bigger than this, everyone. I think it's kind of similar to the Cybertruck screen, which I like the Cybertruck screen. Oh my goodness, just the surface area of the Cybertruck screen just looks nice. I'm not saying, everyone, this one right here is trash, but it just looks a little bit nicer, everyone, that little bigger screen there. And the tuning, everyone, for the suspension has been fine-tuned to be more comfort instead of it being more like sporty type of feeling. So if you hit a bump or something like that, you don't feel it as much in the Model YL versus, other variants that we have out here right now, okay? The other thing, everyone, is that the headrests are adjustable, and you have thigh support that is adjustable, and they are powered, instead of not having it where we have right now, where you can only do the back, and then you got the little lumbar support. But to have, everyone, the headrest, oh my goodness, that's a game changer. And y'all can say it's not a game changer, everyone, but these Tesla seats where you can't move the headrest, is like, come on, man. Like, can I get the headrest to be able to move at least a little bit for me, so I can adjust it the way I want it to position myself, so I can feel as comfortable as I can possible, okay? So that's what I'm talking about, everyone. And then last, everyone, it just looks a little bit more cleaner inside. And the wireless phone chargers, everyone, are now wrapped in vegan leather, okay? Comparative to what we got right now, everyone, with the Model Y and then the Model 3s. The new ones I'm talking about, not the ones before the new ones, okay? Like my version that I have right now, the 2022s. So it looks like it was built and made specifically for a family car, and Tesla has literally been holding us back, everyone, from getting a release in the US, but they released this thing in other countries. Someone tell me in the comments if that makes sense. Now, you can't tell me, everyone, people don't want that version. I think people do want that, because they already like the Model Y the way it looks. But could you imagine, everyone, think about this for a second. Think about this, what I'm about to say, everyone, for a second. The Rivian R2, they've released the pricing on this, right? It's going to start with the launch date, everyone, the performance version, at around $57,000, okay? And then the variant that's coming out next year, everyone, dual single rear wheel drive, 285 miles, everyone, starts at $47,000, okay? And then in 2 years, everyone, they're going to make a variant that's going to be the 45,000 mile Ranger 2 as well, okay? I'm sorry, the 45,000, everyone, 285, but the 47 over 300 miles. Did you see the photos of it, everyone, though? Did you see it? How in the back, the second row seat, they literally mentioned, everyone, people who are above 6 feet. Everyone, I'm 6'1". Do you think that was by surprise? Do you think they put that out there, everyone? Literally on the website that says even able to accommodate people over 6 feet. Do you think they put that? Do you think Rivian did that just by accident? No, they did that. You know why? Because they know this is going to be a family car, and you're probably going to be on the trail rolling adults in the car, because adults also like to sit in the second row. So it's not necessarily just for kids, but you want to be comfortable. And so if Tesla releases this version here, we know the second row is going to be able to fit people that are 6 feet. Everyone, I kid you not, I'm a 6'1" person. If my driving position is the same and I wanted to sit in the back, I couldn't do it because of the fact that it's just too small. It's too small. It's too small. Now my daughter can fit comfortably in there, everyone, because he's only 7 months. But everyone, it's just too small. And it's just so bad. Oh my God. Oh, that was a breaker there. Didn't like that. Didn't like that at all, everyone, because we're trying to get away from this car here that's trying to merge here into the right lane there. Yeah, I didn't like that. Didn't like that, everyone. We had a turn signal on to the left there, and we were definitely braking off. That was a hard brake. Okay, you could definitely feel that, everyone. Man, if you had some coffee in the car, everyone, that coffee has definitely spilled. Oh my goodness, there's no questions about that. So everyone, that's what I'm talking about, right? Going back to that. It's just like Tesla. This is what people be talking about, how, and look at that, everyone. I'm talking about the Model Y, and the Model Y, the new version, everyone, literally just in front of us. This is what people are talking about, where you know what we want, but you don't listen to what the people want. And now we have a new car company that's going to release something that's going to literally compete with the Model Y. And Tesla has literally not said anything yet about the Model Y L coming to the US. When you know people want that car, you know it, because people have said that, okay? The hype around that car, one, is just literally just nice. Like, people like that car. They like it because the wheelbase is just longer and you can fit people in there above 6 feet that are literally comfortable. And so Rivian put that literally up there because they knew that that is one thing that's going to entice people to buy that car. Okay, everyone, so we're getting here off at the exit there, 70B, to get to Peck Peck. And we're going a little bit slow, even though we're in hurry mode, but we're kind of, yeah, we're definitely going slow for certain. I noticed a truck in front of us here, and that's probably why we're going slow here. But we got to get everyone to 70B. Let's see how FSD does this one here. I would stay in this lane because 78 is coming up, and then right after that is 70B, even though we could probably definitely cruise past this truck here and get in front and still be okay. But I think FSD is going to play the caution here route, and it does. And we move over here to the right lane, and then we got a curve here, a bend here on this here. And yeah, this truck is definitely going super slow, which I understand. Yeah, and we're still going super slow. So everyone, yeah, I'm curious. Let me know your thoughts, everyone, about the Model Y L. Do you think Tesla should release it in the US? And then also, how much should they price it for? Should they get rid of the Tesla Model Y that we have currently? Or should they keep both of them and play the pricing game? Let me know your thoughts, everyone, down in the comments below here, okay? Now we're getting up here to this red light, and then Peck Peck is literally just 1 mile away, which is great. Oh, Tesla Supercharger's over here. That's nice. Right in front of the Marriott Hotel. Yeah, you can't. That's pretty smooth. I can't even front. Yeah, that's actually pretty smooth. Now, everyone, interesting enough, yeah, I've never been over this way here in Teaneck because, again, I've only been in Teaneck twice, like literally twice. So I don't know where we necessarily are, and I don't know. It looks like Peck Peck is on the left here. I don't know what Peck Peck looks like on the outside, and I don't know what the parking situation is like. I can't remember. Now, everyone, check this out. We got, oh my goodness, that car just ran over that thing. Oh my god. Now, everyone, I wish FSD would not roll over what we might roll over. Oh no, the car grabbed it. Oh yeah, that car grabbed that little thing and is rolling with it because of how low the car is. Everyone, I would have loved for FSD if that car got rid of that thing that they're carrying now, some sort of cloth or something like that. No, paper plastic or something like that. Almost like what you put down for when you're trying to paint so the floor won't mess up. That car just kind of grabbed it here. Now, Peck Peck is coming up here. Yeah, I don't, man, it's on the left-hand side, but we can't, it looks like we can't make the left right there. It's literally right after this light. And I don't know if there's parking over here. It looks, oh, Peck Peck is, yeah, there's no parking over there for certain, unfortunately. And FSD is trying to maneuver. Yeah, I don't think there's no parking over there. Everyone, welcome back into the channel. AutopilotEats here. Y'all, I picked up 3 things that I was talking about. Actually, not 4. 3 things that I was talking about. Y'all, you know what's interesting before I get into the food part? 2 things. When I went in there, the place just looked lovely. Okay, now it did have some tables and chairs in there, everyone, but you can't really sit in there because they had stuff on the tables, everyone. So if you go in there, everyone, it's literally specifically, I would say takeout only. Okay, and definitely please call in everyone because they had orders out the wazoo there, everyone. And it's not even 1 o'clock. And man, when I went in there, everyone, people was coming in, everyone, and the person at the front knew the names. That's when you know, everyone, this place is on the money. When people know your name, that place is on the money, because that consistent where people just keep coming back and back and back. Let's start everyone first here, one, with the salt and pepper. Now this right here, one, look at that texture on that right there. Man, that is something to behold here because it looks smooth and you can tell that's going to be a nice crunch. There's no questions about it. Woo, woo. Man, this is a nice chicken right here. There's, oh my goodness. Nice crunch to it. It's got a nice, man, I don't know what they season this thing with, but the seasoning on top of this thing is really, really great. Outside of salt and pepper, it looks like they added, I don't know what the batter was made in here, but that batter is outstanding. There's no questions about it. Everyone, I picked up some little honey mayo there. Let's dip that in there and see how good it is. Nice yellow on that. Oh yeah, it balances the outfit really nicely here. It adds even more flavor and more perfection to this thing. Yeah, that thing is outstanding. Oh my goodness. Man, this place is on the money. That's just my first one trying it. Everyone, let's move on now to the sweet and spicy. Now, let's try the flats again, everyone. Now, this one, everyone, same consistency. I have to say, the consistency on this one is actually pretty good. And, man, it looks great. Now, you got a hint of spice on this, everyone. Not overpowering, but it's definitely a hint. You could feel it there for certain. The consistency, though, is still on point, where it's nice and a little crunchy on the outside, but then on the inside, it's nice and white. Look at that white meat on there. Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, that's actually pretty good, no doubt. Woo. Woo. That's a good one, everyone. Everyone, I would try it with this sauce right here, but I know it's not gonna give it. It's not gonna give it what it deserves. It's not. Okay, one. Let's go. Lastly, here, one. Another flat to soy garlic. Now I couldn't tell the difference, everyone, unless they wrote it on the box what the difference is in terms of look for the sweet and spicy versus the soy garlic. So that's the only unfortunate thing about that. Man, I wish there was some sort of difference, but you really can't really tell with it. But this one also has the same consistency. It looks great. Nice flavor to it. And that soy garlic definitely comes across there. You could tell. I wish it was a little bit more soy garlic, though. But man, is it nice and white inside this thing. I would dip it into this honey mayo, but I don't think it's going to do it. Yeah, this soy garlic is actually pretty good. I can't even front. Okay. Man, oh man. Everyone, what I can say, this place is on the money. This place is outstanding. There's no questions to be asked about that place over there, everyone. As much as how small it is and everything like that, this place is outstanding. I think, everyone, this is a must try. Everyone, it's only March, and I can say for certain, everyone, this is on my number one list, on my list of top places I've been to so far, by far. And it's not even close, okay? Everyone, this place you got to get to. Oh, my goodness. If you hear, everyone, when I was talking to the person at the front, they were saying, where are you from? I said, where I'm from. They was like, that's far. I said, I know. Because they know, why would anyone travel to this place? But you should travel to this place, everyone, because that's how good it is, everyone. Oh, my goodness. This place is outstanding. All right, y'all. You heard it here first, okay? And you can't say, I didn't tell you so. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'll see y'all soon.